Hello everyone, this is Marvin Hayes. So the model I'm working with, we're going to lighten her hair up, being that I'm going to do orangey state. We don't want to lighten her up too high lift of color. Taking my powder lighten, I mixed that with 10 volume developer, and I'm going about a half an inch to an inch from her scalp, or you may say her roots. Alright, working from the right side to the left side. It doesn't matter what side you work from on, but try to keep it as uniform as possible. As I go to her next side, I did notice that her body temp was rising pretty darn high. She was getting a little bit warmer. She did tell me that she just had some coffee, which is a accelerant. It's going to make the body produce more heat, so you got to work a little bit more swifter. Now, as I started working towards putting the product on her scalp, that's when I felt the warmth even more, so I worked much faster. And I'm going to continue this through each one of the sections all the way through. And my goal was to lighten her about 3 to 4 shades lighter, or levels lighter. I'm just working the product through, try to make sure I don't have any cold spots. And this is the finished result. I did notice that her roots was a little bit hotter, is what we call hot roots a little bit, but we was going to throw an orange on, so I wasn't worried about that, and it was going to complete the look that I was going for and what she's going for. We do change her color up kind of often. The color I use, I'm actually mixing some of the Kiss colors. I'm gonna have to look back. I think I have some footage of what colors I use, but I'll make sure I do that. Went ahead and put the color all the way through. Something I'm big on, I just like to go ahead and wrap that hair all the way around, because I just like it to look kind of cute. Don't ask me why, it's just me. Haha. Alright, I use some of the cotton strips to go around, just in case if she have any what we call bleeding or running, that would absorb and keep it from running down the sides of her face. And then I noticed she didn't even have a mask on, so I had to get on her real quick after I put the processing cap. Okay, then she began to process from some time. that was me giving her that mask. That was too funny. I didn't even notice she have it on. So safety first, everyone. Safety first. Alright, let's go ahead and place her under dry for 45 minutes, and here we go with our finished look. Alright, so the color did take pretty well. I'm going to use the Bronner Brothers Professional Styling Gel and also the foam wrap, which is my favorite. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Alright, so go ahead and saturate the hair really good with the foam wrap. Work it through. The extra slip works really good for me. Now, working with the waves, you want to do some C's. Always remember a C. I typically start on about right here. If you notice, you're going to see that good C that I'll do. I want to get those edges kind of good. So we're going to work with a C. Come on. Anytime now. There we go. That's one C. Now you're going to continue that going back. Same C, and I bring that all the way about halfway around, a little past halfway around. I'm trying to talk in the most easiest terms to make it more easier for everyone. So about right there where I'm at. I wish I would have got a better camera angle, but I was doing it myself, so hey, you get the picture. So start that C. Now at least do that first one, because now wherever I stop is going to be where these waves going to connect towards the back. Get that nice and smooth. Hit that big C up here in the front. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now, as you see, I just interlocked that next C. Bring that all the way towards that back. Remember where that last wave is? That's almost like a guideline a little bit, especially when I'm doing deep, flat waves like this. Because in the back, it's going to make a C right in that little area. Bam. That's that C going back. That's that C. That's the backward C, I'm sorry. There we go. Now, so front C, backward C, front C. Now we're going back again with that front C. I keep a lot of product on because a lot of product make it a lot easier, and also depending on the person's hair texture, what makes it a lot easier. So now you see again, I lock in that next C, which is creating that S motion. So now I'm getting closer towards that back where this other C is going to match up with the other one. See, now I'm going back into that old C that I started in the back. Well, backwards C. And it interlocks with this front C. Now, front C. And I'm going to continue. Once you get at this point, it's going to be really easy because you can keep this same rhythm and motion all the way across, and you don't have to worry about locking in that next C. Trying to figure out how it's going to lock in, because it will. There's that front with C. Like I said, I keep a lot of product. Product works much easier with this. Leave out a little hair that you want for a sideburn, and continue these C's all the way around, and then you start back with the backward C once you get all the way to the end. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Definitely will be uploading more and more. Please leave some comments on different things you would like, other questions that you may have, and I will continue to produce more videos, educational videos. And following that C all the way around. And the thing I'm learning with waves, I've learned with waves is, the more you do, the better you become with it. So don't beat yourself up if you don't get it quite right the first time. Definitely feel free to rewatch this once again, as many times as you need. And just remember the forward C and also your backward C's, and just make sure they line up as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't have to line up quite right, and those will be a different type of wave technique that I will show later on in the future. I'm working all the way towards the bottom. Also play around with different comb sizes with the teeth, how far the teeth are spread out. Different combs is going to give a slightly different look and appearance towards the finger waves. And I'm following the same pattern all the way to the nape of her neck, going all the way across. Now you may have someone who wants a softer set. Just go ahead and use only the foam wrapping lotion. Allow it to dry, and it's going to give you a softer wave. I recommend the hair is relaxed. If it's not relaxed, someone who has a soft texture hair is one of the ones that's easier to work with. A loose curly hair, as I may say, will be a little bit easier to work with doing the waves, and if they're all natural. Alright, now I'm just working along her sideburns, just creating a little design to it. Right now with styling, it's all about the sideburns, getting the edges on fleek, as they say. And this is what I consider like polishing work. Just going through, just making sure everything is exactly how you want it. You can manipulate the waves just a little bit, within reason, without messing up the whole hairstyle that you feel as if you have to go back and redo everything over. like that wave I wanted to bring down a little bit more on her forehead to cover a little bit of scar she has. I'm just going through and shaping. And your finished look. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please follow me on YouTube. Hit this subscribe button. Also Instagram, Marvin Hayes. Follow me on Instagram. Take you a little bit more of my everyday process throughout the day and different styles and things I have. Make sure you like and share. Thank you so much. Many blessings.